Hello, you lovely beings. I am currently feeling a lot of density and heaviness in my heart space. Just like a profound amount of sadness moving through. It's such a deep sadness that sometimes there's questions to if it even has an origin that I'm able to even connected to, and at the end of the day, who cares? It's just sadness is here to be loved, to be brought into the light. And I'm at this music festival actually through a series of synchronistic events. I helped build a sea monster out of willows that people are really enjoying. And because I did that, I ended up getting this weekend pass, and it's one of the best music festivals I feel like in Colorado all year. And so it's interesting being at a music festival like this with so much sadness and noticing how it's perfect. Like how it's perfect that I'm as sad as I am here. And that my sadness is actually an offering for this field. Like my realness, my authenticity, my depth is an offering. And so often we think, oh, only if I'm in joy, only if I'm in this expanded heart opening energy, am I an offering for others? Only when maybe it's the story is only when I'm feeling my best, am I an offering for others? But if I'm being honest, just your authenticity, your realness, and the depth of who you are is the ultimate offering. Your presence, regardless of what emotions are coming through or energies that are coming up to be seen within you, your presence is an immense gift to the field, whatever field you might be in, friends, family, a music festival, church, some group container you're in for healing maybe. It doesn't matter. Anywhere you go, because you are who you are, and you're as aware as you are, your presence is a massive gift for those around you. And so don't be shy. And unless that's authentic, I don't want to say don't be a certain way, but let yourself just be natural when you're around people and you're in a major alchemical ascension process that you're all in, basically all of you. Let yourself be in that process while being in the presence of others and see how that is for you. See what that brings up. It might bring up fears of abandonment. Oh my gosh, if I stay with myself in this moment and I don't try to project something that I'm not right now, I might be abandoned. It might bring that up. Or if I stay with myself right now and I stay true to my authentic experience, these people might not like me. They might not enjoy being around me. Allow that to come up in your inner experience and to see like how are you able to stay with yourself even when you're in a state of deep pain, or maybe you're feeling super anxious and fearful. Can you just keep letting that fear energy flow through your being without letting it act through you and putting on a show for others, becoming a performer so that you will get the reflection that your separate self wants to feel safe? And if you find yourself doing it, notice you're doing it and just bring consciousness to that. Bring consciousness to that pattern of, oh, I start putting on a show. I start pretending because I feel unsafe to be fully, authentically myself right in this moment. And it's okay if you do that. It's just do it with consciousness so you can see how it feels. Like truly in the depths of your being, how does it feel to leave yourself for the approval of others? It's like you actually want the approval of your own self more than you want the approval of anyone else. You want your own acceptance of who you are in every moment more than you want anyone else's acceptance of who you are in any given moment. But if you're lacking your own self-acceptance and your own self-love and your own self-approval, well, of course you're going to go seeking it from other people, because this part of you, it's like, I want approval, I want acceptance. I'm not getting it from within, so maybe we have to go get it from these people. And to get it from these people, I've learned and I've been conditioned that I must put a mask on and be someone I'm not. And that is one of the most painful things that you can do to yourself. And so I've noticed as I've deepened on the path, pretending is not really an option for me anymore. And there's sometimes there's two things. There's a subtle noticing of a little bit of pretender energy coming up, but it's very, very micro and subtle. And then other times there's a subtle micro desire that's like, I kind of wish I could do something different, because maybe then I would get a different reflection or whatever. But it's very subtle and almost gone. At this point on the path, I'm just me. And if you dig it, you dig it. And if you don't, it's all good. I had a friend today say he was vibing with this other person, and I left to go get some pizza or something. And sorry, people here are like super distracting sometimes, because I just looking around, you see all kinds of outfits and energies and expressions, and so yeah, your attention gets pulled. But I went to go get a pizza or something, and he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I got lost with this other person, I forgot about you." I was like, "You literally never have to worry about that with me. Thanks for your care, thanks for your love in that way, and looking after." But I was like, literally, you never have to think about that with me. That I was happy for him that they were connecting so deeply. I was like, oh, that's yummy, good for them. It's like, because you get so whole in your own self that even when you're in deep sadness and grief, you're not judging yourself, you're accepting yourself. So you don't need anyone else's acceptance anymore. If you're in fear and terror and anxiety, you're accepting yourself. So you're not trying to change your inner state, or you're not trying to change your behavior so you'll get the approval of others, because you're all the way approved of by your own creator, by the whole universe. So you're not seeking it from anyone else anymore. So you literally, when you land in this place of wholeness, you literally can't be fake even barely a drop anymore. Like I said, it can get micro. It can get really just so subtle. But generally speaking, it's like, it's not an option anymore to pretend or be fake or try to be something you're not in a moment, so that, like, for someone else. Because that's also manipulation. And when you start getting free, manipulation, it just has there's no juice to it anymore. It's like, because you don't, it's like, why do we manipulate? To get what we think we want. But we don't even want the things that we manipulate for. Have you ever done that? Have you ever manipulated to get what you wanted, and then you got it and you're like, this wasn't what I thought it would be? No, because it came through manipulation. How could it be what you wanted it to be? It came through distortion. You don't want distortion. If you have to manipulate to get something, it's coming back to you through a distorted energy. You're putting out distorted energy. Guess what? It's coming back. What you really want is to just accept yourself fully for how you are in every single moment, and to not judge yourself one drop, and to not say you should be something different at all. That's what you really want. That's a pure vibration you're putting out. Maybe it's the vibration of grief and heaviness and I am sad and whatever, but it's pure. It's not distorted. And others might have whatever response they want to have to it, but it doesn't have the same impact. Like, you might be in a state of deep grief, and it might be difficult for someone else to be around in a sense. And like, I don't know if I want to be around grief right now. Beautiful. There's nothing in you that says, no, but stay. Because it's like, no, yeah, go. You don't need, or if you're in anxiety and someone's like, yeah, I have a difficult time around anxiety. Great. Because when you're so self-accepting and self-loving of every bit of you, you set people free. You don't have an attachment to people. You're not like clinging on to people. No, like, you're supposed to be my mommy or my daddy. No, people are free to decide whatever they want about you. Like maybe they just think, they can literally think whatever they want about you. But because you have fully accepted yourself and you realize that you fully accepting yourself is the same exact thing as that universe, as God fully accepting you, then you're able to let go more fully. And like Yash always says, you and God are the majority. And when you really come into deep self-acceptance for whatever energies are here, for whatever you're moving through, for however you are in every moment, in any given moment, you start to feel this like experience where, oh wow, you and God are the majority. And that's when you really get free. And that's when you can really just kind of be in your own, we'll just say your own aura, your own field, and you're feeling completely full on your own self, on your own God essence. And when you're feeling completely full on your own God essence, this whole simulation, this whole, reality is experienced in a completely different way, because you're not trying to extract from it. You're not trying to pull from it. Because when we're doing that, that's where the manipulation happens, the distortion happens, the codependency, the giving away our power. But when you feel whole, it's like this whole simulation and reality is free to have whatever they need to have about you, their own judgments, their own projections. Great. That's what you're here to do. You're here to maybe trigger some people. Maybe some people you're here for different reasons than others. Some people you're here to vibe deeply with, and they're just going to love you all the way to your core for exactly who you are. And then other people, not so much. They're going to love you 20% or not at all, or they're going to dislike you fervently, who knows? That's not in your control, and that's not up to you, and that's none of your business. That's by design. That's God's will. Don't fight God's will. If someone's meant to not like you, don't waste your energy trying to conform to some personality you think that they will like. That's just giving away your power, and that's a distortion, manipulation, like I just said. No, you just be you.